A lot of people hear the word constitution and iniisip agad nila, mahirap yan, pang lawyers lang yan, pang politics lang yan. But actually, the constitution affect your life more than you think. As a student, as a Filipino, and as an ordinary citizen. So in this video, let's understand the Constitution not as a difficult law topic. Parang nag-usap lang tayo tungkol sa serious topic in a simple and understandable way. By the way, ang mga pag-usapan natin dito are based on the books and materials that I've been reading and trying to understand slowly. Some of them are The Constitution of the Philippines, explained by Jose N. Noliedo and updated by Mercedita S. Noliedo. The Constitution of the Philippines, Local Government Code of 1991. And The Philippine, a Unique Nation by Sonia M. Saide. Hindi ako expert, perfect, o lawyer. I'm just a person trying to do better for our country. I'm still learning too. Napansin ko lang kasi na napakaraming bagay tungkol sa bansa, sa mga batas, at sa mga karapatan nating mamamayan na hindi masyadong napapaliwanag sa simpleng paraan. Tapos alam mo yun, may pressure talaga online na kailangan lagi kang makipag-debate, makipag-away, o magbigay agad ng opinion para masabing politically aware ka. Others feel pressured na kailangan sa bawat issue may side sila. Habang ang iba naman, umiiwas na lang completely and nagiging apathetic o wala nang pakialam. But before all of that, maybe we need to go back to the basics. Before the argument, before political labels, before debates, we need to understand the foundation first. Because it's very difficult to participate sa mga conversations about politics kung hindi pa naman natin naiintindihan yung fundamentals. Our goal is not to win arguments, but to become a more informed and responsible citizens. Because understanding the country better also helps us understand our role as citizens. What is the Constitution? So first, what really is the Constitution? In simple words, the Constitution is the highest set of laws and principles of a country. Parang main rulebook siya ng isang nation. According to the Constitution of the Philippines explained, the Constitution is considered the fundamental law of a land, meaning all other laws should follow it. Kapag may batas na salungat dito, pwede itong questionin o tanggalin. And this is important because it prevents abuse of power. Imagine if there were no highest law. Every leader could simply create rules based sa kanilang interest, personal interest. There would be confusion, unfairness, and instability. For example, imagine kung naging mayor, governor, president ang isang tao, then one day naisipan niya na ayoko may kumukontra sa akin. And nagpatabad siya ng batas na bawal magbigay ng opinion laban sa kanya without a constitution. Who would stop that? Or imagine kung may leader na gusto magpakulong ng isang tao without evidence. Who would protect that person's rights? That's why constitution exists, to create order, direction, and protection. Parang foundation siya ng isang bahay na kapag mahina, mabilis babagsak ang structure. Kaya din sa bansa, without a strong constitution, mahirapan ang isang nation na maging stable and fair. Why does a country need a constitution? Now, let's go deeper. First, to limit power. The history itself shown that unlimited power is very dangerous. Many countries experienced dictatorship, abuse, corruption, and injustice when leaders had too much control. That's why democratic countries create constitutions to remind leaders that power has limits. With great power comes great responsibilities. With no power, no responsibility. Second, to protect the rights of people. For example, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, right to education, right to due process. These are not just random privileges. These are protected rights, meaning
The government cannot simply remove them anytime. Imagine waking up one day and suddenly being told na, di ka na pwede mag-aral, boy. Or, di ka na pwedeng magsalita or magbigay ng opinions tungkol dito sa bansa natin, boy. And mapasabi kita lang ng, Wait, what? Nah. That's because we instinctively understand that people have rights and the Constitution helps protect those rights. Third, the Constitution helps organize the government itself. Think about this way. A country cannot function properly if nobody knows their role. Imagine sa basketball team, kung lahat gusto maging coach or everyone wants to play a different positions, whatever they want. Magiging magulo, di ba? The same applies to a country. The Constitution helps define who does what. It explains the role of leaders, the branches of government, and the responsibilities of institutions. In simple terms, tinutulungan ito ang government na magkaroon ng structure, direction, and accountability. The Philippine Constitution and the history, my favorite part. Now, kung gusto nating maintindihan ng Constitution, kailangan din natin tingnan ang history natin because the Philippine Constitution is deeply connected to the story of our nation. The Philippine experienced colonization, dictatorship, political struggles, and fights for freedom. And dahil sa mga experience na yon, mas naunawaan ng mga Pilipino kung gaano kahalaga ang democracy, human rights, at accountable government. According to the Philippines, A Unique Nation by Sonia M. Zaide, the identity of the Filipino nation was shaped through struggles for independence and self-governance. In simple words, hindi basta-basta nabuo ang bansang Pilipinas. Marami talagang sakripisyo, challenges at lessons na mga pinagdaanan bago tayo makarating kung nasan man tayo ngayon. That's why the Constitution is not just a legal document. Hindi lang siya yung mga laws na nakasulat sa papel. It reflects our national values, lessons from history, and hopes for the future. The current Constitution of the Philippines is the 1987 Constitution. It was created after the People Power Revolution. At that time, maraming Pilipino naghahangad ng restoration of democracy, protection from abuse of power, and stronger human rights. Because people wanted safeguards that would help prevent the mistake of the past from happening again. Whether you're young or old, I think it's worth remembering that many Filipinos before us fought, protested, sacrificed, and even risked their lives so future generations could enjoy freedoms that many of us now considered normal. The right to vote, the right to express opinions, the right to participate in a democratic society. Minsan kasi dahil normal na natin silang nararanasan, nakakalimutan nating may mga taong ipinaglaban muna ang mga karapatang ito. Those freedom did not simply appear overnight. They were shaped by history, by struggles, and by the people who believe that future generations deserve something better. That's why Constitution became more than just legal document. It became a symbol of protecting democracy, defending human rights, and helping future generations avoid repeating the same mistakes of the past.
So mapapansin niyo siguro na iba yung suot mo ngayon, pati yung gabit ko ngayon. May mga inasikaso na kasi akong important stuff and a few side quests in life. Kaya kung mapapansin niyo yung continuity, ayun yung dahilan. Anyway, balik tayo sa topic. How the Constitution affect your daily life? Ngayon, baka may ilan sa inyo na nag-iisip, Constitution, parang wala naman yatang kinalaman yun sa buhay ko. And honestly, gets ko kung bakit. Kasi kapag narinig natin yung salitang Constitution, ang unang pumapasok sa isip natin, politics, government, lawyers, courtrooms, mga bagay na parang ang layo naman sa normal na buhay natin. Pero here's the thing, mas connected pala siya sa araw-araw nating buhay kaysa iniisip natin. For example, naisip mo na ba kung bakit may freedom tayong mag-express ng opinions? Bakit may karapatan tayong bumoto? Bakit may access tayo sa education? Or bakit may mga batas na nagpo-protect sa atin laban sa unfair treatment? Hindi lang kusang nangyayari ang mga yan. They're connected to principles and rights protected by the Constitution. In a way, the Constitution helps shape kung paano gumagana ang society na tinitirhan natin. Even yung system sa paligid natin, barangay, schools, cities, government offices, lahat yan may structure because of the Constitution and the laws that came from it. And here's something na madalas nating nakakalimutan. The Constitution doesn't only talk about our rights. It always reminds us about our responsibilities. Kasi freedom doesn't mean bahala na, gagawin ko kung anong gusto ko. Hindi porket malayo na tayo, pwede na natin gawin ng walang pakialam sa epekto nito sa ibang tao. Freedom works best kapag may discipline, may respect, at may responsibility. Isipin mo na lang, imagine nasa classroom kayo, tapos lahat biglang nagsabi, may freedom naman ako. Gagawin ko kung ano ang gusto ko. May sumisigaw, may nagsasalita habang nagtuturo yung teacher, may ayaw sumunod, may ayaw makinig. Ano mangyayari? Magiging magulo. Eventually, hindi na makakapag-aral ng maayos ang kahit na sino. And the same principle applies to society. A healthy democracy is not built only on people knowing their rights. It's about built on people who understand their responsibilities. Because at the end of the day, democracy works best when both leaders and citizens do their part responsibly. Rights protects us, but responsibility helps society function. And maybe that's one of the biggest lesson here. Hindi sapat na alam na natin ang rights natin. Importante rin na alam natin ang responsibilities natin bilang citizens. Because a stronger nation isn't built only by good leaders. It's also built by informed, responsible, and engaged citizens. Common misunderstandings about the Constitution. Isa sa mga pinaka-common na misconception ay ito, Constitution, pang politicians lang yan, boy. But actually, no. The Constitution is for every Filipino. Kasi lahat tayo naapektuhan nito. Whether it's laws, governance, rights, or even national decisions. Lahat yan may epekto sa araw-araw nating buhay. Another misconception is, hindi naman importante ang laws sa daily life. Pero isipin mo, paano kung walang laws, walang rules, walang limits, walang protection? Paano kung mas malakas ka kaysa sa iba? O mas may pera ka? O mas may kapangyarihan ka? Without laws, mas madaling maabuso ang mga taong walang laban. That's why laws exist. Not to take away our freedom, but to protect people and keep society in order. And honestly, kahit basic understanding lang ng Constitution, malaking bagay na yon. Because instead of reacting agad sa mga issues, we learn to understand first. Hindi lang emotional, hindi lang reactive, but informed. At the end of the day, the Constitution is more than just words written in a document. Hindi lang siya basta papel, hindi lang siya yung librong binabasa sa school, at lalang hindi lang siya yung topic sa mga exams. It represents the value of a nation, the protection of our rights, the limit of power, and the responsibilities of every citizen. And maybe the Constitution becomes more meaningful when we stop seeing it as pang school lang yan, or sa mga politicians lang naman importante yan eh, and start seeing as something connected to our every lives as Filipinos. Yung mga decision ng government, yung mga rights na meron tayo, yung mga systems na gumagana sa paligid natin. Lahat yan in one way or another connected dito. Kahit hindi natin siya laging napapansin, parang background ng bansa natin. Tahimik lang siya. Pero napakalaki ng role niya. Because a strong nation is not built only by powerful leaders. It's also built by informed and responsible citizens. And maybe understanding the Constitution is one small step toward understanding the country we call home. And before we end this video, I just want to leave you with this one last thought. Don't pressure yourself kung minsan nafe-feel mo na parang apathetic ka o kung may mga taong nag-label sa'yo na wala kang pakialam sa bansa. Understanding takes time. Hindi mo kailangan na malaman agad ang lahat. Hindi mo rin kailangan makisabay sa bawat debate o makipag-away sa social media para lang mapatunayan mo na concerned ka. Instead, understand first. Before you engage, understand first. Read, ask questions, listen, and always seek the truth. Kapag may nakikita kang news, claims or political posts online, don't just believe or reject them immediately. Learn to ask, saan ang galing yung information? Credible bang source? May evidence ba? Because being an informed citizen means learning how to think critically, not just reacting emotionally. And remember, there are so many ways you can contribute to the Philippines. Not everyone is called to become a politician, but everyone can choose to become an informed citizen. You can vote responsibly. You can respect others when you disagree. You can help your community. You can care for the environment. You can encourage honest conversations. You can continue learning. Small actions done consistently can help build a stronger nation. So don't pressure yourself to know everything overnight. Just take the first step. Keep learning, keep asking, keep understanding. Because every informed citizen is already making a difference. Thank you for watching. I'll see ya in the next episode. Take care and God bless. God bless and take care.